everyone, Steven Garcia here. Today I wanted to talk about unchaining yourself from your problems. But before that, I wanted to first of all apologize for me not having my webcam up today. I had some problems with my YouTube channel and they're not allowing me to do live streaming right now. Please stay tuned to the end of this video because if you do, I'm going to not only show you how you're creating more problems for yourself, but I'm also going to show you how to unchain yourself from your problems and start accepting responsibility so that you can make a change in your life. Unchaining yourself from your problems. The first thing that people go to when they have problems is the blame game. And I believe it starts out when we're young. I have a 10-year-old and a 12-year-old. My 10-year-old is a girl. Her name's Kayla. My 12-year-old son's name is Ray. And, if you ever watch kids when they're together, they start arguing, and then when you try and break them up, they blame each other for what's going on. She'll say, well, he said this to me, so that's why I hit him. Or, well, she said he called me this name, and so that's why I called her that. And so it starts out young, and it's something that we need to change because as we get older, they create huge problems in our lives because we start chaining ourselves to those problems. And when we get older, we do that by the blame game. You can't change your problems when you're constantly faced with using the blame game because you have no control over that. And when I say the blame game, I mean if you find yourself saying things like, if only I hadn't been born so poor, or if only I didn't have such a bad temper, or if only my kids were better behaved, or if only the other departments would do their job. If you find yourself saying these things on a daily basis, you're playing the blame game and you don't even know it because you're basically not taking control of any of your problems. Because by saying, if only I hadn't been born so poor, you can't change that. Because you can't go back in time and change the income status of your family. Or if only I didn't have such a bad temper, you can't go back and change your temper. You're putting the blame on something in the past. Or if only my kids were better behaved, I could go out and do this, and this. You're taking control away from yourself and you're giving your problem the control. So what you need to do is start accepting responsibility of your problems, because when you start accepting responsibility, change is possible because you're now taking control of whatever that problem is, and you can start taking steps to fix your problem. So if you go back down and look at the example, if only I hadn't been born so poor, instead of saying, if only I hadn't been born so poor, what if I said, I know I was born poor, but what can I do about it now? When you start facing your problems with a question, you can now think about what you can do to change that problem, and there's now hope for you to get out of that situation or for you to change that problem that you have. But when you look at it down here, if only I hadn't been born so poor, that's basically taking the easy way out of it, and you're giving your problem control over your life. So whenever you have a problem, don't say, if only this didn't happen, or if only I had this, or if only this happened. Take control and figure out what it is you can do about it, and that'll get you thinking about ways that you can change your problem. So if let's talk about the temper. If only I didn't have such a bad temper. Instead of you saying that, say, what can I do to change my temper? Whenever you're faced with a problem that relates to your, the temper that you have, figure out what you can do to change the temper problem that you have. Figure out what it is that is causing that trigger in your brain to automatically go to anger. What can I do about my kid's behavior? If you start looking at your problems on a daily basis, figuring out what you can do about them, instead of you waiting till you're faced with that problem and then, just blaming it on the problem. Well, if only this wasn't happening. You can do something with that problem, and you can unchain yourself from that problem. So that's all I have for today. I'll create another video getting more into unchaining yourself from your problems. But if you found value in this video, please leave a comment down below. I'll probably be posting this to Facebook and my YouTube channel. Also, please share it, with your friends. If you know somebody who is constantly in the blame game, blaming themselves for their circumstances or whatever's going on in their life, share this with them, because maybe this video will be the video that changes the way they look at their problems and gets them to start thinking about what it is they can do about it. And once you start thinking about what you can do with your problems or what's going on, you're able to solve those problems and unchain yourself from those problems. So that's all I got for tonight. I'll see y'all later. Thanks.